Mad Munchkin's Reaction Theatre, Pixar's Inside Out. I'm really late to the party with this one, seriously. Pixar's Inside Out is a movie that has too many great ideas and concepts for its own good. The premise of the human body and mind being run by an automated system with tiny workers controlling various thoughts and actions is not a new thing, but here I have to say the execution of it is really impressive. It took a while for me to understand all the confusing rules of the world, but when it finally clicked with what this movie was trying to say, it really moved me. Inside Out is a movie that teaches us that negative thoughts and emotions are healthy and just as important as the positive ones. They have a purpose and help us to process loss, drastic change, and uncomfortable awkwardness. Ignoring them or pretending they aren't as important is not the best course of action and leads to depression and other mental problems. No one can be happy all the time. It's about gaining balance and mental stability when it comes to emotions. For a Pixar movie aimed for children, what it's dealing with here is pretty brave. But is it successful? It's a story about learning the art of delegation and not being such a control freak, no matter how much people depend on you for answers. Sometimes you just don't know what to do and have to hand things over to someone else who will have the solution you were looking for the whole long. Pixar has this knack of making movies that speak to everyone on the same level regardless of their age, while still maintaining the childlike innocence. But here I think they went a little overboard with the innocence. Get a good kick in the feels and suddenly everyone's like, best movie ever, here, have an Oscar. It took a while to set up the rules of the world and it seemed pretty chaotic and wordy, yet at the same time overly simplified and just too child-friendly. Pixar movies like the Toy Story franchise or The Incredibles, for example, have a real edge to them, whereas Inside Out lacked any of that. Maybe this is simply down to personal preference here, but there were points that should have been far more sinister, as it was set inside a child's mind and psyche. It's kind of expected, really. Other than that, it was a fun outing, but not really worth my usual second visit to the cinema when I see a Pixar film. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.